Well, let's discuss this now with Badr Al-Madi. He's a professor of political sociology at the German Jordanian University and joins us from Amman. Professor, it's really good to have you on this news hour. You know, whatever the outcome of this hearing, it is non-binding, as we heard in that report from our Melinda Nusafora. But if we do get an outcome by the end of the year, Israel doesn't have to follow it. So what does that then mean for the people in Gaza, as well as the Palestinian people as a whole?
As you know, there is another also decision has been done years ago about the wall that just tried to cut almost the West Bank from Jerusalem. And it was just a non-binding also decision. But again, this decision, if happened, it will be, and absolutely, it will be added to a lot of political efforts, legal efforts around the world to tell Israel that what they are doing in Palestine and West Bank and Gaza absolutely is not legal. And the Palestinian people actually, they need, and they are, as they call it, they deserve their state and deserve that they will be freed out of the occupation that Israel is doing since 1967 against the Palestinian people and against their willing and against their hopes and their future in general. Yes, it's non-binding, but absolutely it will be so effective when we talk about the whole world is talking about the rights of the Palestinians to establish their states.
And that's exactly it, right? It's the whole world is talking about this now. Unfortunately, this war on Gaza has just put the spotlight back on the plight of Palestinian people, and more people around the world have become aware of what's been happening there, not just over the last few months, but over the last few decades. Is that putting pressure now also on other countries who may not have taken a stance or commented on the situation to do so? And could it possibly lead to things like sanctions or countries looking at their relations and ties with Israel?
Yeah, to be honest, sanctions, it will not be actually imposed against Israel. But what we saw in the last at least 1 month after the 7th of October and after the aggressions and the war against Gaza, we are seeing right now a voices coming from the United States of America that they will recognize the Palestinian state. From Britain also, they are talking the same language. Also, the Spanish government yesterday, they were talking about the rights of the Palestinian people to establish their states. I think right now we are talking about snowballing process where all of the world has to admit that the Palestinian people deserve their state and they have to be granted their state like any other nation around the world. This is so important. But the most important thing is that how we can build up on such let's say, promises from United States of America, Britain, and other countries around the world. Needs that the Palestinian people to unite with each other, and they need to speak in one voice, and they need to be backed up from Arab and Islamic State here in the region. So I think, yes, there is a lot of possibility to accumulate the international efforts to support the Palestinian people of establishing their states.
How does that support come about, though? Because it's not the first time we're hearing this, of course, getting support among all Palestinians to be on the same page, as well as other countries in the region. This is a long time coming, but internal divisions, is that what is stopping this overall unity?
This is the core problem, actually. We know that the Palestinian people right now, they are exposed to really a massacre in Gaza, especially in many cities in Gaza Strip right now. And this needs to be actually very quick from the Palestinian people. Hamas and Fatah as two prominent fraction and political movement, they have to talk with each other, and they have to listen to the dream of their people, and they have to listen to the advices of their friends in the region, whether when we talk about the Arab states or other Islamic states like Turkey and other countries around the world. So they do not have any choices. They have to sit with each other and they have to talk with each other if they need this support to be continued from the international community. Without doing this, it will be, bring us to the first step that we don't want to go back with it. We need to look forward for the Palestinian future, and then we have to start with them, and we have to start with the Palestinian people themselves.
Badr Al-Madi in Amman, thank you so much for your analysis. Appreciate it.
Thank you.